had one of those days where your brain feels like it's just not working? Not tired, not sleepy, just foggy. And then a thought hits you. Am I just losing my mind? Well, the answer is likely 2 words: brain fog. But why does it happen? Well, there are many reasons behind brain fog: poor sleep, high stress, nutritional deficiencies, hormonal changes, dehydration, excessive screen time, certain medications, chronic diseases, autoimmune disorders, and like I said, long COVID. Also pollution. I guess the question is, can you fix it? Can you fix brain fog? I'm afraid there is no magic pill. First is sleep. Sleep like it's your second job. A healthy diet also helps. Third, hydrate like your brain depends on it, because it literally does. Fourth, move your body. 5, give your mind breaks. And last, talk to people.
Have you ever sat down to read just for 10 minutes and somehow 30 minutes later you were still scrolling? And the worst part is you don't even remember what you were looking for. That can't focus. My brain feels tired, and why is everything harder than it used to be? A feeling which you are not being able to understand well. It's not just you're being lazy and know that your brain isn't broken. What's happening is something more real. And honestly, the kind of fascinating part is I'm going to explain you why focus is getting harder for millions of people and the simple ways to get it back faster.
Dopamine, the reward signal that can hijack attention. Let's make it make sense. Dopamine is often misunderstood as pleasure chemical. That's not the full story. Dopamine is more like a motivation and attention signal. It helps your brain identify potential rewards and interesting events. So when social media, notifications, and content feeds deliver unpredictable, maybe something good is next, dopamine trains your attention to stay searching, which means your brain doesn't get bored easily, your brain doesn't wait comfortably for slow reward, and deep focus, where progress is gradual, feels unnatural. So you're not just distracted, your brain is being conditioned to expect fast stimulation. Social media's attention trap. Switching feels productive. You know what's sneaky about this? Switching tasks can feel like productivity. Quick bursts, watch, respond, skim, switch again. The brain actually becomes good at rapid switching, so it feels like it's adapting positively. But deep work requires something else, staying with one stream of information long enough for it to become meaningful. Constant switching disrupts that. So instead of the brain learning how to hold attention, it learns how to survive novelty. And that's why long tasks feel painful. Not because you lack ability, because your brain has been trained into a different rhythm. Brain mapping moment, QEEG, your overload has a pattern. Now let's bring in something powerful. QEEG brain mapping can reveal patterns in individuals experiencing mental fatigue and attention struggles. These maps show how attention networks are functioning like a dashboard for brain activity and efficiency. And one key insight, the maps can illustrate how harder the brain is working than it needs to, often appearing as warmer color regions, while balance can show up as greener zones. So the feeling of overload isn't imaginary. There are measurable signatures that correlate with the experience people describe: mental strain, reduced clarity, and cognitive exhaustion. This doesn't mean you're doomed. It means we can target the systems creating the problem. The reset button: boredom, low stimulation, and quiet time. Here's the counterintuitive part. Boredom is not the enemy. In fact, boredom can help your brain recover. When stimulation drops, your brain can activate the default mode network, the system linked with mental recovery, creativity, reflection, processing thoughts without external input. Quiet moments allow your mind to reset its search mode back into meaning mode. So instead of trying to force focus with willpower alone, you give the brain the conditions to remember how focus works. Quick wins, simple strategies that actually move the needle. Want practical strategies that don't require a lifestyle overhaul? Start with 1. Phone-free time. Even 20 to 30 minutes can help retrain attention. 2. Low stimulation activities. Walking outdoors is underrated. Fresh air, steady sensory input, and fewer interruptions can rebuild cognitive calm. 3. Prioritize sleep. Sleep is not a luxury, it's brain restoration. Fragmented sleep breaks energy systems and worsens attention. These aren't hacks, they're alignment with how the brain functions when it's allowed to recover.
It's known as subjective cognitive dysfunction, and it affects over 28% of adults. It is more commonly reported amongst women and older individuals, but teenagers are also affected. People experience a couple of things: persistent mental cloudness, slow processing, impaired attention, difficulty with cognitive tasks. And one mechanism that hits hard is dehydration. So sometimes brain fog is also a psychological problem. And the good news part is that psychology is adjustable.
1. Hydration. Staying hydrated supports clearer cognitive performance. Even small dehydration can meaningfully affect attention. 2. Physiological sigh, breathing reset. This is a quick technique that helps shift your body from stress mode toward relaxation. It's basically a double inhale followed by a longer exhale. This can improve cognitive performance quickly by calming the stress response. 3. Morning light exposure. Morning light helps regulate sleep hormones by suppressing melatonin and increasing alertness signals, supporting your circadian rhythm and helping your brain start the day properly. 4. Caffeine plus L-theanine, green tea, amino acid pairing. This combination can improve attention speed and accuracy, often reducing some of the jitteriness people feel with caffeine alone. It's like using caffeine with a stabilizer for focus. Self-compassion, your brain isn't broken. Now here's what I want you to remember. If you're struggling to focus, it's easy to blame yourself. But the reality is, your brain is adapting to your environment. That adaptation can create problems, but it's also something you can retrain. So instead of "I'm failing," try "My brain learned a survival pattern." Then you can unlearn it with environmental changes, stimulation control, rest, and physiology support, short targeted resets. Small changes can create big improvements.
What's social media doing to our brain?
There's a book I love called Thrilled to Death. It's continually pressing on your nucleus accumbens that produces dopamine, continually pressing on the pleasure centers in your brain. But the problem with that is the more you press on them, they begin to become numb. And you need more and more excitement, more and more stimulation in order to feel anything at all.
So, what is the challenge for tomorrow? Here is your challenge for tomorrow. Start the day with morning light. This will definitely help you to negotiate with yourself and make it an everyday practice. So keep watching. Request all of you to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.